This would be a good video to watch right now. I'm curious.
Overwatch was once the future of esports.
Our goal is to create the world's premier esport league, where teams and players can thrive for years to come, and fans are made for life.
Blizzard, esports fans, and even casual
Blizzard.
players, everyone was hyped.
This is awesome. This is incredible.
I said, all you
Man.
But just a few years later, the hype is gone, and the game might be dying.
I would rather do push-ups. I would rather lose weight. I would rather run a mile. Things like that.
Fucking
Those
Tim.
are some things I'd rather do than play Overwatch right now in this minute, because it is boring as F.
Dude, there's also a big chance that the OS League is just gonna die completely.
How about you balance your game instead next time?
Oh my god, I hate this game.
So we had to ask, where did Overwatch go so wrong?
I'm just letting the fans give their.
I'll tell you.
the
I'll
fans
tell
here
you
in the
later,
studio
Rose.
give their opinion.
I keep forgetting. You gotta remind me.
The Overwatch League was supposed to change esports forever. Between the alleged multi-million-dollar buy-ins, local game days for city-based teams, and the involvement of some of the biggest organizations in professional sports, it really did seem like the Overwatch League was going to be the future of esports. And then, it all collapsed. Poor decisions, neglect, and just plain bad luck torched what should have been one of the biggest esports in the world, leaving everyone disappointed. But how did we get here? Because all the way back in 2014, when Overwatch was announced, it looked like one of the most exciting games we'd seen in a long time. Overwatch promised a different take on FPS games. It was more colorful,
Damn,
drew some
dude.
mechanics from MOBAs, and just generally seemed like a new approach to a genre that was
Maybe go
often
back.
intimidating to new players.
I wanna
And
go back.
At first, it seemed like Blizzard's bet paid off. 9.7 million players logged on to Overwatch's open beta in 2016. And just a few months after
Jesus.
launch, the game had 20 million registered players. Overwatch quickly developed a small, mostly unofficial esports scene, but Blizzard had something bigger in
The
mind.
characters are
Blizzard
semi-balanced.
Entertainment
Yeah,
is
right.
proud to announce the Overwatch League, a global world-class esport league designed from the ground up to celebrate the best of the best on their path to victory.
The Overwatch League promised to revolutionize the future of esports with a city-based franchise format like the NBA or NFL. This was
That's
unheard
crazy.
of in esports. But what was even crazier was the alleged buy-in. According to former ESPN reporter Jacob Wolf, Blizzard was allegedly asking for $20 million for each franchise slot in the Overwatch League. Backed
Damn.
by major esports teams and huge investors from traditional sports, like the Kraft family, who own the New England Patriots, among other sports teams.
We see it as a great opportunity, and what I like about it more than anything is
This man
that
is
it's a way to
pimping.
connect globally.
At first, the confidence seemed earned. People were genuinely excited for the OWL.
Jesus
Viewership was
Christ.
solid,
Oh.
the venue was always packed, and people seemed to like cheering for their home teams. Over 300,000 people watched the London Spitfire become the first ever Overwatch League champions, with 20,000 more fans in attendance.
Getting those shots in. They're going to jump on the shot. Soloing down. London gets the main tank. Neptuno can't get there to res him. They only need one tick. They are so close. Philly desperate, but there goes Poco. And
Dude, that's
London
fucking
gets
insane,
it.
dude.
They will fly high as your Overwatch League champions.
I love esports, man. It's so hype.
Heading out of Season 1, it seemed like the Overwatch League was poised for massive success.
Yeah, man.
But then, everything went wrong.
Okay.
So how exactly did Overwatch go from hyped to hated so quickly? Well, first, Blizzard seemed to have no idea how to
They
balance
ruined their game.
What's up, everyone? This is Jeff here with another
No balance.
developer update to tell you about something super
Dude,
awesome.
That's literally like 80% of the games nowadays. It's like there's never any balance, and it just seems like the devs just they get to this mindset when their game gets to a certain type of popularity where they're just like, let's just boom 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 boom, brrr, and then put a bunch of shit in it. Like, oh, this is gonna be dope, everyone's gonna love it, and they forget that, oh wait, this is a competitive game, and people play this game to actually be competitive and for it to be even and fun, not exciting and crazy. And then that's what kills the game, I think. and there's just never no more balance, nothing, and that's like every game nowadays that gets any type of popularity. And the games that don't have that level of popularity are balanced and fun. I wonder why.
Is big changes coming for Mercy.
For example, when Blizzard tried to rework Mercy.
Rose, I'm so sorry. Throw random shit in there, distract from the actual gameplay. Yeah, right?
Mercy's Resurrect Ultimate, they unintentionally buffed her to must-pick or throwing status. The Mercy meta took over the game, and it's not hard to see why. Just look at Muzel.
Oh, this is the okay. This is when the meta started.
15 seconds.
Ready to go?
That's crazy.
Hey! And he's back again. There you go.
Dude, that is insane.
And you're back again, boy.
Thank you.
Infinite resuscitation.
That's another res.
Boy.
That's another res, another kill.
Okay, and give me just 1 second, and we're back again, boys.
Blizzard nerfed Mercy into the ground after that.
I've never seen that before. Holy shit. That is fucking broken.
But then they made things worse.
Goats?
Of course.
Goats?
And that's the problem.
I think it's a goat.
Can you explain what goats is?
We've talked about goats plenty of times before, but basically, Blizzard accidentally balanced the game in such a way that the optimal comp at a high level was 3 tanks, 3 healers, and no DPS. The death ball of beefy health bars, big shields, and endless healing ran over or wombo comboed any other comp.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, that sounds fucking terrible, though. Yeah, that's what the game's gonna look like right there. No one's gonna die.
Answering grab coming through from Vancouver, locks him in the sound barrier. Sound, gonna be the bomb coming in from John. Oh my God, a kill! He does it again! We saw it from him yesterday to get the victory.
Okay, that's kind of hype though. It's kind of cool.
He does it to take the win.
But it's like that sounds like okay. That well, that's cool. It's like that sounds terrible because it's like, oh my God, dude, that meta just sounds terrible. I wouldn't want to do that. That sounds fucking insane, dude. Iron with her full team. Oh, was she that powerful? Yeah.
The big problems with this
and that's kind of
that's
fucking insane.
Hell to watch. Barely any of the GOATS heroes required any actual skill to use.
Exactly.
Timing.
Exactly.
Back in the beta, you had mechanically demanding heroes, i.e., you have to click on heads to get kills. You still had that with McCree. You still had that with, Widowmaker, Tracer, these sorts of heroes, right, where mechanically gifted players could shine. But then they kept adding in heroes that could displace. They added in heroes that had barriers.
Needless to say, the Overwatch League suffered as a result of GOATs.
Dude, if you add a mechanically advanced, I don't know if that's the right term, character to play, a hero that takes skill, and for you to learn it, and then somebody out there actually takes the time and effort to put the time into that character to understand and learn it properly so where they can play well with it, and then you go and add a character that completely negates all the hard work and time and effort it takes to learn that character, you completely disregard the fact that that character is even good anymore. What's the point of even learning how to play it? That
wasn't just boring to watch. It also sucked to play, and the player base got bored and pissed.
I would rather do push-ups. I would rather lose weight. I would rather run a
Tim.
mile.
I love Tim.
Things like that. Those are some things I'd rather do than play Overwatch right now in this meta because it is boring as F.
We do see the Outlaws are going to pull out Dante's Tracer. This has been some of the things that Outlaws fans have been waiting for is a good Tracer player on Houston. It's Jake on the bar. This combo's worked well for them before, but as soon as they see the defensive setup, they will just simply swap it away. Crucial time lost here for the Outlaws.
Oh my God!
I'm just letting the fans give their
and there they go.
The studio give their opinion.
Well, you want your team to win, right? They're going to have to play what's meta.
Pro DPS players were left
Jesus.
out of GOATs and found themselves out of a job.
방황을 했죠. 어떻게 보면 저 혼자 좀 생각을 많이 하는 시간을 갖게 됐었어요.
Wait, hold on. Let me. He said during the GOATS meta, I just wandered around.
저 혼자 좀
I had time to think on my own.
갖게 됐었어요. 그때 그러다 보니까 계속 연습하긴
I kept practicing, but the opportunity didn't come.
And so you're gonna have guys like, you know, Tavik, IDDQD, like all these like pure damage dealer
That's terrible,
guys,
dude.
they're just gonna fall off because you're going to instead lean into the guys who can play the Mei, or you know, who can play those kinds of multi-role heroes that get lumped into damage, and then all of a sudden, well, there you are. You're not going to see the damage dealers. You're going to see the Meis, and nobody wants to see the Meis. Sorry, it's just not exciting.
No one
Remember,
likes Mei.
Overwatch was supposed to be a fresh take on FPS games, but with GOATs, it wasn't even really a shooter anymore. The game lost its soul, but that's not all it lost. In 2020, Blizzard cut a $160 million deal with YouTube, moving Overwatch League streams exclusively to that platform instead of broadcasting on Twitch. Fans hated this decision, and Overwatch League's peak viewership dropped significantly.
And so when you're not on Twitch, all of a sudden you're going to lose that click-through traffic of just people kind of
nowadays that'd probably be a good
or
decision.
doing something else, working, you know, and then all of a
That
sudden
was
it's
just
like,
too
oh,
early to
it's
do
like,
that.
It's not quite the same thing with YouTube. It's harder to find the channel. You're not just gonna, you know, click into YouTube. I don't even know. Like, I mean, there's people that stream on YouTube. I never see them. And so that's gonna be a frustrating thing. It's like when
nowadays, YouTube's a move. Just saying. Nowadays, if they did that, they'd probably get like triple the fucking view, quintuple the fucking amount of viewers if they go on YouTube now. If they made the deal now. Back then, though, yeah, that wasn't the move.
Facebook was a thing.
Community was
Facebook streaming thing. You know, numbers went off a cliff. Same thing. So when you're not on Twitch, it's going to be, you're choosing a much more difficult path.
So the meta sucked, viewership was in the toilet. What else could go wrong? Well, remember how the Overwatch League was supposed to be a city-based league? By 2020, that still hadn't happened. Blizzard had plans to have teams fly internationally for home and away games, but that just seemed too ambitious for, well, everyone.
Well, according to a report from Upcomer, the London Spitfire will apparently have to travel an estimated 76,923 miles during Season 3. And according to that same report, the Boston Uprising will have to travel an estimated 71,460 miles as well.
Flying all over the world all season long is stressful. And most pros preferred the idea of just staying home all day and streaming on Twitch instead. After all, they'd probably pick up more views than the Overwatch League would on YouTube.
Yeah.
Players began retiring ahead of the planned home and away game format, many of them moving to Valorant, Riot's newly announced tactical shooter that looked like it was angling for Overwatch's player base.
I think if anything, Overwatch was just like a stepping stone to get here where I am now, because now I just feel at home, man. I'm playing a game that's like a hybrid of like CS and Overwatch.
It's easy to say that Valorant is what finally put the last nail in Overwatch's coffin.
I remember when Valorant popped
being
and
honest,
everyone just kind of
Blizzard
started.
itself is to blame for the game's downfall. When Overwatch came out in 2016, Blizzard was one of the most beloved companies in gaming. Since then, their reputation has been destroyed by scandals, baffling business decisions, and the reveal that women employees are treated horribly at the company. Balance.
By the way, Rose. Fucking Blizzard, dude.
Issues and weird league format that didn't end up actually happening because of COVID aside, a lot of people just didn't want to play Blizzard games anymore. But Blizzard wants people to remember the good old days of 2016, when they were hyped for a new Overwatch game.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
Damn, dude. I can't even get excited for this.
Yes. Yes, we are.
It's a joke, dude. It's a whole joke.
That's right. They announced Overwatch 2. But why?
Yeah.
Fans asked why there even needed to be an Overwatch 2 when features are added to Overwatch 1 all the time. They thought it was a money grab, making people pay $50 to keep playing literally the same thing with an updated UI.
Because it literally is a money grab. Their game's dying, no one plays it. Of course they're losing money. So, hey, what do? Oh, we're gonna get the whole community excited. Overwatch 2 is gonna be fucking sick, and everyone's gonna be a dumb motherfucker and buy it because yes, money. I mean, dude. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you, Blizzard.
Same game.
It's the same
Overwatch
game.
2 was Blizzard finally delivering the death blow to Overwatch 1. After all, why play the game when it's just a waiting room for the sequel? The Overwatch League suffered too. COVID annihilated excitement for the game because of online play, but now the whole league was blindsided by finding out that they were playing a game that didn't even matter anymore. Not to mention the fact that Overwatch 2 was moving from 6v6 to 5v5 in an attempt to cover for Blizzard's total inability to balance the game. That meant that every franchise was going to have to cut a starting player, and pros were not happy.
Wait, you think 5v5 is the solution? How about you balance your game instead next time?
Yeah.
The game keeps getting delayed, and somehow
I didn't know that
the
either.
next season of the Overwatch League on an unreleased version of Overwatch 2, which doesn't inspire a lot of confidence.
For me, if the game isn't ready and the community gets that initial touch and they're not happy with it, that's, in my opinion, really bad for the game, the esport, and potentially Blizzard.
Ultimately, it wasn't one thing that killed Overwatch esports. It wasn't Mercy or Brigitte or Goats. It wasn't moving to YouTube or planning home and away games.
It
wasn't charging insane prices to get into a league that few ended up caring about. It wasn't Valorant or
Everything's stacking
Overwatch 2 either. What killed Overwatch was Blizzard. It was an avalanche of decisions that kneecapped the game before it could really succeed and become the massive esport its fans knew it could be. But the game is still popular. Casual fans love it, and they always have. There's still a good game hiding under all of Blizzard's mistakes and screw-ups.
It is fun.
The Overwatch League is still chugging along, and Blizzard is going to use Overwatch 2 as a fresh start. The question is, can anyone really trust them this time?
Give it to somebody else.
If you want more content like this,
can we just stop Blizzard, please? Like, can Blizzard just die? Like, why can't we just get rid of Blizzard, please? Have someone else, Riot, take it over, please. I bet Riot would do a much better job with Overwatch than Blizzard.
Notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our
Holy
Twitter,
Instagram,
Facebook,
that's terrible.
and TikTok.
That's terrible. Yeah, and it's like just like Blizzard. That's always the thing too. It's always these terrible devs, just constant mistake. Okay, wait, maybe we can persuade you. Nope, mistake. And it just over and over and over again, dude. And it's like, when will it stop? When is a day where you guys will just listen to your community and just stop? When? Why does everything have to be a money grab? Why does everything have to be about the money?